There he is. Look at us. Look at us, dude. What are those fireworks? You see
Look
those
at that,
fireworks?
huh? Wow, it's a celebration.
I don't know what the hell that is. At least I don't have the cat face. You know, the guy with the cat face at the business meeting?
Yeah.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to...
It's good to see you, my friend.
You too. You too. I got the singer, songwriter, rock star, newly minted Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, cat lover, the metal god, Rob Halford, the one and only world-renowned Judas Priest. Great to see you.
Hey, Remy, it's great to see you, man. Looking forward to our conversation today about
me too,
things
man.
Priest, all things metal, all things heavy metal.
Hell yeah, yeah. Let's talk about the first 3 songs that you've already floated over the last 4 months off this upcoming album and videos to boot. I mean, to me, Panic Attack is a continuation of where Painkiller left off. It's got that relentless Priest pounding metal attitude. It is badass, and I've been playing it for everybody I know. I love this song.
It's I've said this forever. We've talked about this before, Remy. Your first 3 cuts, your first 3 tracks of your new album are so important because they have to send the right messages out in terms of connectivity and what are they doing now? What is it going to sound like? You know, there's then the excitement and the anticipation of your new music. Your fans around the world are just like, what are they doing? You know, give me some, I want to check it out, what's going on. So I'll tell you what was really cool because, you know, there's that great intro to Panic Attack, which starts with the almost turbo sounding guitars and then the synth drums and then the synth drums. And I thought, I just know our fans are going to be listening at what the hell is this? What are they doing now? Which is exactly what we wanted to, which is exactly what we wanted to do in terms of getting your attention, getting you focused and ready. Because when that song opens up, when those first rhythm riffs start blasting through, and then the band is just taking off, we leave the launch pad immediately. Yeah. And Priest fans are going, oh God, thank God for that, because
and you've got like exactly 2 or 3 different solo sections, like Painkiller did, you know. Yeah.
There are structures, the arrangements, the DNA of that song is full of lots of beautiful metal trails that take this band all the way back to, you know, Some Wings of Destiny and beyond. Hell yeah.
So Trial by Fire came out in November. Your new one, Crown of Horns, not Thorns, Crown of Horns, last month dropped. And some hardcore Priest fans are going, is this a power ballad from Judas Priest? I don't see it like that. I mean, you guys have had this vibe before with the Joan Baez cover of Diamonds and Rust. Maybe it kind of reminds me of A Touch of Evil. It's a great song and a killer video too in the studio.
I'm really pleased with the way that we've unleashed these first 3 tracks. Because again, it just shows you the breadth of the ability of this band to take you to all these different places. Those 3 songs are nothing like each other. They're nothing like each other. You know, they're three songs, but when when they're connected to the rest of the material, you're getting again this beautiful album definition of what Priest is doing in representing itself in 2024. You wait till you hear The Serpent and the King. That's going to rip your head off.
On.
We've already sent a teaser out for that, and the fans are already losing their minds. So all the things that you love about Priest are enmeshed in Invincible Shield, and then some.
And your first album, I mean, Rockarola is celebrating 50 years this year. And you're still bringing it at the level that you are. It's impressive to say the least. And then on top of that, I want to ask you about what it was like to step in for the ailing Ozzy at Power Trip about 4 months ago. You shared night number 2 of 3 with AC/DC. You had GNR, you had Maiden, you had Tool, and Metallica, who you've been talking a lot about the respect and the kinship that you feel with that band.
Well, it was a remarkable event. We were obviously grateful to have the opportunity to be there. But when I step back now and I look at the moment and the bands that took part in that Power Trip, wow, it was extraordinary. So Power Trip was definitely off the hook for sure.
Well, to see the excitement and the fanboyism that the Metallica guys were in the front of your stage air guitar and air drum and mouthing every word to see the mighty Judas Priest on stage was nothing short of just like, wow, okay, this is where it's at.
I've spoken about this before, and I'll speak it again now. You know, this is the biggest, probably the biggest band in the world in rock and roll, and for them to do that was just an absolute display of the realness of it all, the absolute realness of it all. You know, to be out there at the front, I didn't even know they were there until afterwards. My phone started pinging, and I'm going, "What's going on?" I'm looking at the phone, and then I see clips of Kirk doing it. Where was that? That was a power trip. What? Yeah, that happened like 15 minutes ago. It's blowing up on the internet.
Right in the crowd with the fans. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, and that's who they are, man. That's who they are. Yeah. They're beautiful guys. They're so real and respectful and just great at what they do. And, I can't get enough of them.
Well, much respect to you and Judas Priest for continuing to fly the heavy metal flag and defend the faith. I mean, look at it. Like your fellow, Birmingham buds, Black Sabbath called it a day, touring-wise, 7 years ago. But yet, here you are, putting out new music, a new record, March 8, Invincible Shield, and touring 50 years in, and still killing it every single time you do it in the studio or on stage. Wow.
It's a special place. It's a special place. When you see Priest now more than ever, it's an event because you're seeing a band. The core of the band has its roots in the very beginning of heavy metal. Two bands that defined the beginnings of heavy metal, Judas Priest and Black Sabbath. And as you rightly say, Sabbath have done their duty, and now they're in a different place. So Priest is it. Priest is it.
It is.
If you want to see where it all started, if you want to hear music. When we fire up Victim of Changes again in 2024, that was written in 1972, 73.
Unbelievable.
And you see the reaction that's making still, and like, that's where it started, man. That song, the roots of that song comes from 1970. And look what it's doing now in 2024. There's very few bands that can carry the weight of that. And still be standing with the horns up with their beautiful fans and going, look at us, we're still here and we're still making metal.
And it's great to see Glenn Tipton still have a big hand in lighting and playing. He's in the video. Crown of Horns. Yeah, it's awesome.
Still the man we love. He's remarkable. He's a hero. The way that he's living his life under the circumstances that he has. He's just unbelievable, and he's all over this album. He's playing on a lot of the songs. He had a great relationship with Richie for Richie to pick up parts and phrases that Glenn would say to Richie, I would like you to consider this kind of phrasing on this kind of tune, whatever it might be. And Richie, in his own imagination and creativity, was able to come up with something really special and unique. But he gives that twin lead guitar texture is still there with us,
that
part of the identity.
Yes,
part of the identity of this band is still there. So nothing's lost, nothing's diminished,
Right.
I would say that the music on this album is about as potent as it's ever been for Priest right now.
Invincible Shield, March 8th, 3 days later, cranking up the tour in Glasgow. We'll have you here in the States in April and May. I cannot wait. I'm such a fan, man, since the beginning, and I really love what Judas Priest is still bringing to the table 50 years in. I can't wait to see you live. The record's out March 8th, Invincible Shield. The Metal God, Rob Halford. Cheers to you. I love you, man.
Thank you, Remy. Thank you, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful metal life. Keep raising those metal horns. Check out the Invincible Shield and come and bang your heads with us when we get into town.
Right on.